My eldest son Daniel is a professional football freestyler and YouTuber. He started doing football freestyle when he was at school, but probably never imagined then that he'd make a career out of it. I remember him being at home and going out to the front of our house and practicing tricks on the drive for around 3 to 4 hours every day. He would tell us he was learning a new trick, then ask us to come out and watch when he thought he got it. Sometimes he didn't manage it when we were watching, so he'd go back to practicing it again and again and again. I've been thinking quite a bit about habits recently, those things we do regularly, good or bad, often without even realizing that we do them. Daniel didn't realize it, but the more he practiced, not only the better he got at freestyle, but the less he had to think about what he was doing. It came more naturally. He developed good freestyling habits and learned to cut out the things that were causing him to make the mistakes. He was determined to keep learning, improving and getting better. And his commitment to good habits means he now has 8 Guinness World Records to his name. Not bad, eh? I expect you may have heard the saying, practice makes perfect. I'm not sure I actually believe it. Even the best football freestylers like Daniel make mistakes sometimes. The most important thing for Daniel is choosing to keep improving and getting rid of the bad habits that stop him getting better. And for a football freestyler, the good habits are about diet, fitness, health, sleep, and not doing things that might damage your body. For the Christian, someone who wants to follow Jesus Christ, there are things that are good for us and probably some things that aren't, as we try to practice and live out our faith. If the habits in our life can be good or bad, I might need to ask myself, what are the bad habits I do without thinking that don't help me to follow the way of Jesus? And what are the good habits I can keep practicing to become more like Jesus? One of the Bible writers in a book called Psalms said this: "Blessed or happy are those who don't listen to the wicked and don't go where sinners go or do what evil people do. They love the Lord's teachings and they think about them day and night. They are strong like a tree planted by a river that produces fruit and its leaves don't die. They succeed in everything they do." Sadly, my football freestyling days are well and truly over now. But as I reflect on my habits, good and bad, I can still put in the practice to hone my skills as a follower of Jesus and maybe work at cutting out the bits that perhaps don't really help. How about you? Why don't you have a think about any habit you may have, and are they good or bad ones, especially in terms of how they help or hinder you in your relationship with Jesus? Of course, we'll make mistakes and get things wrong, but let's think this week about our habits, the good and the bad, and try to develop our relationship with God, seeking to do those things that really please Him.